have I done? You just elbowed, you incompetent bear-pawed...
Right, I'm here with Stephen Vokins at Beaulieu and we're looking at the World of Top Gear exhibition. Stephen, tell me about it.
This has been a project of mine over the last 18 months to get all these cars together. I just think it's fantastic because they're really special cars. The car we're sitting on here, for instance, is the first car ever to make it to the North Pole. Not a very green thing to do, but what a lot of fun. And all the cars in there have fun stories attached to them. There's one that went across the channel, there's others that didn't. There's crashed cars, there's all sorts of really funny things. And it just really captures the atmosphere of fun that is essential to Top Gear.
Who thought all this up?
Well, the idea came originally from the fact that I was talking to Top Gear and all the cars they'd done these things with were just sitting there doing nothing. So we said, wouldn't it be good to put them together to make an exhibition? And you know how these things grow, and you sit around a table talking about it. Eventually, the BBC was so interested that they came on board big time and said, let's do a recreation of the studio and let's do what we can to recreate the experience, because you see all those crowds on the show and you think, I'd love to do that. Lots of people would love to do that. It's a 2-year waiting list for tickets. But now you don't need to wait. You can come and you can experience not the actual show, but a lot of the atmosphere and the stuff behind it.
Now, for anyone who's interested, which of the cars or the vehicles have you got here? How many have you got in total?
I haven't counted them. There's probably getting on for 15, at least 15. They're changing all the time. This morning, for instance, we've been offered another car. And only yesterday we got the Suzuki Liana, the reasonably priced car. So we're getting cars all the time, but the main cars are things like this Polar Toyota, the rocket-powered Mini, the fantastic Reliant Robin rocket. There's the BMW that raced 24 hours at Silverstone. I think probably for me one of the favourites has to be the car that made across the channel, the Nissan as they call it.
You really have to be here to kind of experience sort of the comedy value of some of these cars. How long is this exhibition running for?
It's here for 5 years, although that doesn't mean, say, if you come once in 5 years you've seen it, because with each new series we're going to be updating the cars, so the cars you see going out on the screens over the next few weeks you'll see here very soon, or some of the best you will anyway. We can't take them all, but there will be some of the absolute classics that will stay, but we're constantly going to be updating it. For instance, at the moment we've got the 3 double-decker cars that featured in the last series with Germany versus England, and England won. But the funny things about those, most people don't even realise, is that the bottom car does the driving and the top car does the steering. So it's a team effort car. But yeah, so we're going to be changing. Well, I don't even know what's coming up in the next series, but I know that when it does and it's good, it'll be here.
Now, I know the Top Gear crew are very in love with caravans. I'm a little disappointed that there isn't one here in some state of sort of destruction. Any chance of getting a caravan throughout the 5 years?
I'm sure there will be, and in fact, interestingly enough, Richard Hammond has now become spokesman for the Caravan Club, which is absolutely...
That's ridiculous.
He's the recent convert. But no, they do love blowing caravans up. So the problem is, you see, if we have a caravan, it's either got to be complete or it'll be such a wreck that everyone will cut themselves on it. So because the public really just can't not go and touch these things. So all the cars with sharp edges, that makes it a bit difficult for us, health and safety. But certainly if we could find the right caravan that's used in a show that we felt told a good story, then we'd try and display it, yeah. I'd love just to smash up a caravan anyway and say, there you are.
Me too. Maybe we can do a competition or something that winning entries can blow up a caravan on site. What do you think?
I think so. The caravan I would love to see is the one they took on holiday to Dorset and burnt it at the end of it. But I mean, the last shot of that story was this burnt out hull being dragged away. And I think that would be great, but I don't think that survived.
Just on a practical level, is this part of the mainstream Beaulieu exhibition, or is there a separate entry fee?
No, you pay once to come in, and this is part of it. This is the newest attraction. You also go on the monorail, on the bus, you go around the museum, you go around Palace House, the Abbey, the grounds. There's all sorts of things, but no, this is a new attraction, but it's all part of the Beaulieu experience.
And how have people been responding to it so far?
Well, fantastic. I mean, we've had people meandering around and they all come out saying really good things. But what's really interesting is the amount of talk on the internet already. People saying they're coming from America and Germany just to see the exhibition. It's amazing. But then I suppose it's not that so surprising, because really Top Gear gets 385 million viewers a week around the world. So I'm not surprised if you want to come and see it, but I'm very gratified because it's just such a great thing to have. And I think the other thing that's good about it is there's a lot of people who would be put off by the word museum, so they wouldn't come because they think museums are boring. Not that ours is, but some people would be put off by the concept. But when you say Top Gear, they say, "Wow, have you got this? Have you got? I've got to go and see it." And we got the Stig suit. The Stig isn't staying here, but we got his overalls. We got so many things that relate to the show that everybody will identify with. It's just part of the great show that is Top Gear, and now it's here.
I have to say, I've had a quick look round and I think it's fantastic, and I really would recommend so many people to come and see it. Come back to Beaulieu, have a look at the exhibition. I wish you all the best with this exhibition over the next 5 years. Thank you very much.
Thanks.